हे गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू स्टडी विद वैष्णवी झा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं हम हमारे एक्सरसाइज क्वेश्चंस, जिन्हें हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 पर छोड़ा था। आज हम वहां से कंटिन्यू करेंगे। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। ओके, सो हमें दिया है 7th क्वेश्चन एंड उस 7th क्वेश्चन में हमें दिया है ये वैल्यूज एंड वी हैव टू प्लॉट दीज वैल्यूज ऑन ग्राफ एंड देन वी हैव टू सी whether this graph meets with the graph given by Ohm's law or not. Okay, so let's plot the values. Right, now see, let us say this is V and this is I. Okay, let us take some values over here. Let's take 2, 4, 6, 8, because we have to take values till 13, no? So 10, 12, 14 and extend it to this 16. Okay, and we have to take values till 4 only here, right? So we can take 0.51, 1.52, 2.53, we extended 3.5 and 4. Okay, so I'll take the values 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 and 4. I hope the points are visible to you. Okay, now we have to plot the graph. So see, when the value of I is 0.5, यहाँ मैं आपको बता रही हूँ ग्राफ प्लॉट कैसे करना है। ओके ना, तो थोड़ा आप ध्यान से देखेंगे, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि कई बच्चों को प्रॉब्लम रहती है इस चीज में कि ग्राफ प्लॉट कैसे करना है। राइट, सब यही बोलते हैं कि अच्छा ग्राफ प्लॉट करोगे तो स्ट्रेट लाइन बन जाएगी। मैं भी बोल देती हूँ क्योंकि दिमाग में हर बार नहीं रहता इस वजह से, तो इसीलिए मैं यहाँ पे आप लोगों को ग्राफ प्रॉपरली प्लॉट करना बता रही हूँ, ताकि अगर किसी का डाउट है और कोई बच्चा कन्वे नहीं कर पाता है कि भाई ये मेरा डाउट है, तो कोई चक्कर नहीं, आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं। सो सी, व्हेन द वैल्यू ऑफ आई की वैल्यू जो है वो जब 4.5 थी, यानी आई की वैल्यू इस लाइन में कहीं लाई करेगी, राइट? एंड एट दैट टाइम द वैल्यू ऑफ v वाज व्हाट, 1.6। तो ये वैल्यू है 2, तो इसका मिड कहीं 1 होगा हाफ में, और 1 से 2 के बीच में ही कहीं 1.6 लाई करेगा, तो अप्रोक्सीमेटली यहाँ, तो ये 1.6 वाली लाइन हुई। अब ये दोनों लाइंस इंटरसेक्ट कहाँ कर रही है? ये दोनों ही लाइंस इंटरसेक्ट कहाँ कर रही है? इस ऑरेंज वाले पॉइंट पे, राइट? सो दिस इज आवर फर्स्ट पॉइंट। ओके, नाउ सेकेंड पॉइंट। सेकेंड पॉइंट इज 1 and 3.4, right? When current is 1, यानी यहाँ the value of voltage, so if I say that 1 is here, that means the point will lie in this line, and at that time the voltage value is 3.4. Okay, now between 2 and 4, in somewhere in midway there will be 3, right? And between 3 and 4 there will be in the mid somewhere 3.4. So it will lie in this line, isn't it? So here we get our second point to plot. Next is what? 2. Okay, when I is 2, okay, then I is 2, so it will lie in this line, right? And that time the value of potential difference is 6.7. Now see, 6 and 8, somewhere in midway there will be 7 at the midpoint, and 6.7 will be a bit near to 7. थोड़ा सा 7 के पास होगा, राइट ना, तो यहाँ पे होगा कहीं 6.7. सो इट द वोल्टेज विल बी इन दिस लाइन. नाउ वेयर डू दीज टू लाइन्स इंटरसेक्ट? हियर. So we can say that third point is plotted now. Coming to the fourth point, which gives the value of I as 3, right? The value of I is 3. And at that time the value of potential difference is what? It is 10.2. So the value of V is 10.2. So we can see that here is 10 and 12. So somewhere in between there will be 11, right? And 10.2 will be little close to 10. थोड़ा सा 10 के पास होगा, right? So we will draw a line from here to this. Now the intersection point is what? This. So this is our fourth point. Now coming to the last point where current is 4, right? Current is what? 4. So it will lie in this line. And at that point of time, the value of potential difference is what? It is 13.2. So 13 will lie where? Between 12 and 14, right? Somewhere in the midpoint, it will be 13. And 13.4 will be little close to 13, right? So यहाँ पे हम लगभग approximately will take this point, and the intersection point is this. Okay. Now join all the intersecting points. Okay, now join all the intersecting points. Yeah. So here you can see that the graph is what? Graph is a straight line graph. And I already explained it that to write only that the graph is a straight line will be a bit wrong. So you should complete it. And what is the complete answer? That graph is a straight line. Graph is a straight line inclined towards x-axis. Correct? Graph is a straight line inclined towards x-axis. So now this answer is complete. One more question is asked. And what is that question? That question is calculate resistance of that resistor. So we also have to calculate the value of R. So as we have studied by Ohm's law, we have already studied Ohm's law. What does this law say? This law say that V is equal to I R. Correct? So from here we will get the value of R. V upon I. Now take any V and any I you want to. Okay, let us take the third value. So V is what? 6.7 and the value of I is what? 2. You will cancel it. It will approximately be equal to 3.35 ohm. Is it visible to you? Yes, it is. So 3.35 ohm we can write resistance is equal to 3.35 ohm. So now see, when you will put the values in these, so you will know that some values would come as 3.4, some values would come as 3.35, some values will be 3.3. So these are very close values, right? So they are correct. It is not wrong. ये बिल्कुल ही गलत नहीं है कि आपका एक का आंसर आ रहा है 3.35, एक आ रहा है 3.3, दूसरे का 4. वो नियरली क्लोज वैल्यूज है. सो उतना वेरिएशन जो है वो चलता है, बिकॉज गिवन वैल्यूज जो है वो बहुत एक्यूरेट नहीं हो सकती हैं, तो इस वजह से. सो या दिस इज इट. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. Now what does this question say? Let's see. When a 12 volt battery is connected across an unknown resistor, there is a current of 2.5 milliampere in this circuit. Find the value of resistance of that resistor. This is a very simple question. It says that the value of potential difference is what? 12 volt. The value of potential difference is already given to be what? It is given to be 12 volt. And it says that the value for current is 2.5 milliampere. Now see, the value of milli, right? Milli is what? When you see milli, just put minus 10 to the power minus 3, right? And it gets converted into ampere. Wherever you see millimeter, okay, and you wish to convert it into meter, so just put a 10 to the power minus 3 instead of milli and keep it as it is. Now it is converted into meter. So this is a very easy thing. So yeah, that is it. So now value of I is what? 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, right? So now we have to calculate the value of resistance. So we know that by Ohm's law, you should write it like properly. If it is a one marker question, then it's okay. If it is a one marker question, then it's okay. You directly solve and you write the answer, it's fine. But when it is a 2 marker question or when it is a 3 marker question, which it will be not, but if it is, then in that case write it properly. Okay, in subjective exams you have to take care, especially when I talk about boards. So in boards exam you have to take care of what you write. Okay, each step carries marks. So this is 10 to the power minus 3 into R. Now for calculating the value of R, now see again I'm repeating, I think I already told this before. Now many students do what? They take R at the left hand side and they take 12 in the denominator. Don't do this mistake, okay? Don't do this mistake. Just see that 2.5 into 10 to the power 3 is very much not of the family that of which R belongs to, right? So it will come into the family of numbers, and since it is coming from outside, it has to adjust, right? वो बाहर से आ रहा है, उसको adjust करना पड़ेगा, तो वो ही जाएगा denominator में. Try doing it this way. I also learned it doing this way only. मैं ऐसे ही practice कर करके सीखी कि अच्छा यही concept मैं हमेशा follow करती हूँ, कभी गलत नहीं होता. And you should also follow it. 5 2s are 10, 5 4s are 20. Now it will be what? If you cancel it, it will be 4.8. So 4.8 into 10 to the power 3 ohm is the resistance. Okay. 4.8 into 10 to the power 3 ohm, right, is the resistance. You can also write this 10 to the power 3 as kilo ohm. 4.8 kilo ohm is equal to R. But even if you do not write it, then also it's okay. So just take a screenshot of it and then we'll move to next question. Okay, so now next question, question number 9. See what this question says. It says that a battery of 9 volts. See, when you read the question, okay, then write it on your notebook, whatever the question says. Do not copy the question, no. Whatever the question is giving you, the information that you get from the question that you can use, that write down that information in the notebook, okay. So I'll write it, a battery of 9 volt. That means I have given the value of 9 volt. It says it is connected in series with the resistors of 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohm, 0.4 ohm and 0.5 ohm. Right? All these values are given. And 12 ohm. Fifth one is also there. 12 ohm. So now what the question says, that how much current would flow through the 12 ohm resistor. Okay. So now these resistors are connected in series according to the question. So let us connect them in series. एक यहाँ ना बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा हो जाएगा ऐसे. Let's take the battery, 9-volt battery, and let us take this. That's it. Okay. Now obviously you can take ammeter, obviously you can take voltmeter. That is your choice. You can take it and add it wherever you want to. You can put a V like this also. No, not like this. Like this. V. So you can do it, okay? But I am going to keep my diagram simple. And the reason is obviously you, right? आप लोग को confuse ना हो, for that I'm just keeping my diagram very much simple. But you can obviously take additional devices also. So yeah, this is it. Now we have the value of each 0.2 ohm. वैसे तो we should write it up here only. 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohm, 0.4 ohm, 0.5 ohm and 12 ohm, right? And this is 9 volt. Now see, we have to calculate what? We have to calculate the current through this. We have to calculate the current through this. Now what we have studied for series resistors, we have studied that whenever the resistors are connected in series, the current remains same, correct? Whenever the resistors are connected in series, current remains same. So now here current is same. So what we should do? We should calculate the total resistance first, and then we will calculate the value of total current in the circuit. Right? We will calculate the total resistance first, and then we will calculate the total current in the circuit. And we know that whatever will be the total current, that current will be flowing through this resistor and the 12 ohm resistor also. Every resistor. So let us do it. First calculate the net resistance. So for calculating the net value in series, what we have to do? We have to simply add all the values. So let's do that. So let us do that. 0.2, 0.4, sorry, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 and 12. So this is 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 4, 14, right? So have I write correct or not? Have I written correct or not? 5, 4, 9, 9 and 5, yes, I have written correct. So it is 1.4 plus 12. So the answer will be what? 13.4 ohm. So we get the value of R net, right? Now, if I draw this, if I draw a single resistance instead of all of these, what should I draw? 13.4, and there is a battery and there is a switch, 9 volt. Now we can see in this figure that we have the value of V and we have the value of R. So we can use Ohm's law, right? So let us use Ohm's law. By Ohm's law, V is equal to what? It is equal to IR. V is 9, I is not given, and R is given to be 13.4. So again, do not repeat the same mistake. Keep this number is here not in the family, right? It is an outsider. So it has to go to his family, and since he is going from the other side, so 9 will remain in his position only and 13.4 will adjust. In the right hand side it was multiplying, but in the left hand side it will go to divide. So this is a very basic calculation, but I again and again discuss it because I know that you guys do this mistake. पता है मुझे होती है ये गलती, मुझसे भी तो होती है ना. That's why I know. So 2 6 are 12, 2 7 are 14. Now 45 by 67. Okay. Everybody hates calculation and so do I. But what to do? We have to calculate it, no? 42 and 4, it will be value. So 5 5 sevens are 5, carry 3, 5 6 are 30, 33. So 0 point, approximately 0.5 ampere. So this current is flowing through 12 ohm resistor also, right? (67 into 6), 6 sevens are 42. Okay, sorry, do it like 0.6, right? 6 sevens are 2, carry 4 and 40. Yeah, correct. 0.6 ampere. Okay, so now as we know that current remains same in series, current remains same in series. In series, therefore I through 12 ohm resistor will be 0.6 ampere only. Okay, quickly take a screenshot of it.